Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for your patience this week. If you are new here, welcome home. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your time and energy. Thank you for your patience. This week has been wild. So I want you, Scorpio, to comment below and let me know, have you been feeling the insanity, so to speak, of Gemini season? Like, it's been a lot of communication back and forth, truths coming out. And if you are in the United States or have any access to media of any kind, you have probably seen what's happening on the world stage in the US between the bromance of Mr. Musk and President Trump. And then, we have things happening with Diddy. It's crazy, right? So lots of truths coming out. Scorpio's fixed signs are on the forefront of this, in my opinion. It's how it's coming across, and I'm seeing it in my circle and playing out as well with my clients. So let's go ahead and get started and see what the universe has for us this week. We do have a full moon in Sagittarius on the 11th. And for Scorpio rising, Scorpio suns, that's going to be affecting us in our second house. So second house is going to be about your finances, values, self-worth, relationships, right? So let's see how this plays out for us. We have number 36. 36 reduces to 9, and 9 is a number of culmination, right? Also a number of higher learning. This says lost in space, needing direction. This month is said to bring about spiritual advisors, the right healers, the right therapists. If you are just needing to network with the appropriate community to get published, this is a good time for that. So this reads lost in space, needing direction. So I feel that direction does come your way this week, Scorpio. I feel that you are going to be having important people reach out to you about things that might even be life-changing, right? So keep communication open and be available to hear others out. There's something here about keeping the door open. So again, and again, I need to say this with clarity. Keeping the door open. This is not keeping the door open for a past energy to re-enter. This is keeping the door open for networking connections. So they're making a very clear distinction there. Or professionals that can help you on your path. So attorneys, real estate agents, accountants, right? This is going to be a good month for that, is what I'm hearing. Oh, this is number 26. 26 reduces to 8, but we're going to break it down further because it's not just a number of abundance. The way the numerology here works out, it does read gathering around and the power of community as I speak it into existence. So 2 is a number of relationship, right? And then 6 is a number of harmonious union. It's a Venusian number, Taurus energy, right? So gathering around the power of community, as I was saying, networking, aces in their places, that energy comes through. We've got a 51, again, reducing to 6. But the difference here, before I even see what the number is, or the card reads, 5 is a number of adventure and disruption. It's also the way you can see a pentacle, right? The human figure, right? So there's a transformation happening deep within you. 5 is change, 1 is self. You are changing deep within. And I think that that is putting you in alignment with your soul tribe vibes. That's what I'm hearing. And so number 51, stars in the sky, limitless possibility. And I always say, Scorpio, that we are all stars in the sky, right? We're all stars in the sky with feet on the ground. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And as we get into the rest of this reading, Scorpio, remember, if you've been playing along with the mini read winnings and all the things, just hang tight and I'll be announcing the winner and doing the reading at the end of this. And for this week, I will be announcing what it is that you need to comment to be entered to win a free mini reading. So the mini readings are done at the end of all of my long form content. All right, guys, let's keep going. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, interdimensional beings, tell us what is in the highest and best with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as we approach this energy of the full moon, I've got 3 cards that come out, and I'm taking all 3 of them. We've got the 3 of Swords with the Hanged One and Temperance. Fascinating energy here because we've got 3, and then the Hanged One is number 12, reducing to 3. Temperance energy 14, reducing to 5. So then we've got more change happening there. There's a healing happening. Scorpio's breaking a loop. You're looking at something that's same old with a new lens. Scorpio standing up for themselves. And I can tell you, like I was saying earlier, the world stage as within, so without. So you yourself may be involved in something where you are shining the light on something that's been an injustice. You're breaking out of a loop. You're standing up for yourself. And that's exactly what the energy is supporting right now. So there's a very good energy surrounding Scorpios for anything having to do with balancing scales of justice, healing, getting your health on track. I see a lot of Scorpios making some deep changes. The Hanged One is saying that even though this may be a period of discomfort, because as you know that in the Hanged One, this person's upside down from the tree of knowledge. And generally this would be very uncomfortable, right? You're hanging upside down from a tree. But this person is gaining enlightenment from doing that. And you can see that their leg is formed in the number 4. And 4 is a number of foundation, solid ground, understanding that sometimes your best course of action is to sit with it and see how things are going to play out and look at things from multiple perspectives because it's all true. What's true for you? That takes thought. 12 reduces to 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 foot in front of the other, Scorpio. You're making progress, right? You're making progress towards healing. 3 of Swords. This, you may feel a betrayal here, Scorpio, that has been like digging deep at you. And I see you standing up for yourself, making changes. Temperance. This time you're doing it, or I'm hearing for some people, you're repeating a pattern, right? This is something that you're breaking out of a loop. And for some people, you're just actually have taken the time to say, okay, I'm not going to approach this with pure anger. I'm not going to approach this any other way. I'm going to balance out my energies, the fire, the water, my emotions with my actions. You want them to align. That's the advice from Spirit right now. I do see, amazingly enough, we've got 2 more 5s coming out, Scorpio. So Temperance is the number 5. It reduces to 5. We've got 5 of Wands, and we also have the Hierophant 5, Taurus energy. Fascinating, Scorpio. You could be dealing with the Taurus directly in some sort of bickering or a war of sorts, right? Understand that the energy for sure is on Scorpio's side. So comment below justice for Scorpio to be entered into next week's mini reading. Justice for Scorpio. Comment that below, Scorpio. There's a method to my madness. I know that right now there are so many of us involved in truth telling for sure, right? That's how light workers, that's how we operate, right? We shine the light on what is not right. And the universe is supporting that. So here, this is divinely guided. You could be dealing with the Taurus. You could be seeking assistance from someone to help mediate a difficult situation. Also, Scorpio, remember, as I've been saying, to envision a protective light around yourself, your loved ones, your home, and your finances. If you are feeling energetically attacked for any reason, especially if you are involved in legalities or if you are, having to tell tough truths as a result of your own healing, right? Spirit says you can always reflect it back, right? Without doing harm to anyone. Simply imagine that you are encased in a disco ball, right? Get creative, but make sure that when you are doing your due diligence, that the intention is pure and you can't go wrong. All right. So let's look further about this 5. We've got 5, 5, 5, one after the other. That's devil energy. That's also, because, let me slow down. 5, 5, 5 is 15. That is the devil energy. The polarity of that is Gemini energy, the crossroads. So breaking habits, breaking loops, standing up for yourself, getting ahead of the competition. That's the energy that's coming through. So the 3 of Swords is being clarified by the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups here can be about not lacking for choice, illusion, delusion, that type of vibe as well, or, smoke and mirrors energy. So I want to keep clarifying and see where this leads us. One moment and just see. 1 and 2. Interesting, Scorpio. Wow. Okay. So with the Hanged One, we've got the 10 of Swords. So, I really think that no matter which way you try to navigate a situation, there's nothing left really. Everything's been set in motion and something has come to an end. I think more this is about seeing how this is benefiting you, right? Why did this travesty, why did this upset come to the forefront? Here with the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Cups, I feel like there are many reasons why. There's a lot of healing to be had in the recent past. So let's look back, Scorpio, and think about how this is playing out for you. This could have been something that started, a year or so ago, and an energy that was developing. It was meant to mirror to you what to release and where to go next. Very clear energy. So the Spirit's saying, look at this again. Look at whatever it is. It's ending for you right now. Look at it as freedom. Look at it as a path forward. By the time that we get to mid-month and the 3rd week, there's a weight lifted off of Scorpio. You're able to see the end result. You're able to see the finish line, so to speak. I also think that big plans come into play in your healing, in your body for the next 6 months. So, Scorpio, I am always reminding this community to make sure you take care of your physical vessel, your mental health. If you are going through a difficult time, talk about it, journal about it, make art about it, but get it out in a healthy way. Don't allow yourself to be in a position, High Priestess, right? Ask for divine support. There's no roof over the head of the High Priestess. Her options are limitless. Her potential is limitless. There are mysteries that she houses. There are mysteries within you, Scorpio. Take the time to figure out who and what you are and the strength you have, right? And focus on your betterment. And that alone has you vibing so high that nothing can touch you, right? Live in alignment with your truth, because what is true for you. And that's it. You don't have to, that's it. What's this? I think I saw the Queen of Pentacles. 1 second. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Let's look further. So we've got the High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely getting back into a spiritual path, spiritual studies. 3 of Cups. 1 second. We've got a lot of 3s, a lot of 5s. Those are all numbers of change and upset, creation. Where you've been feeling stuck, I think it's this energy that's coming to an end here has been keeping you like in a loop, but things are definitely coming to a culmination. And I feel like this help, Emperor shows up. 1 moment. They're pointing out that the Emperor here is the number 4 that we're seeing in the Hanged One here. All right. There's a foundation, a knowing, a stillness that falls upon you, like a strong, powerful gnosis that happens for Scorpio because you stand up for yourself and you stand in your truth. Now, Scorpio, this is a general reading, so comment below, justice for Scorpio. This could be in your personal life. This could be that you are standing up for a child. But I feel strongly that this is more about you, right? This is about you healing something from deep within, from inner child vibes, right? As a matter of fact, give me 1 second. Where is that deck? We'll get there. Here it is. No, that's... Sorry, Scorpio, hang tight. When Spirit calls, I've got to answer. They want me to pull something from this inner child deck. Oops, 1 second. I feel like there is a healing happening as far, like even like deep within. And Scorpio is making boundaries, saying no, refusing to be gaslit, refusing to hush, right? There's a lot of coming forward with the truth. That's all I keep hearing. This reads, you know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. Number 44. You know the way. The way is truth, right? That is the way. The way is truth. Truth, truth, truth. And the truth always prevails. So let's see what the High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups have for us this week, Scorpio. Knight of Pentacles is a lot about discernment. Spirit wants me to mention that in the Rider-Waite Smith deck, the Knights traditionally has an abundant field behind them, right? And this person's seated on their horse, looking at their pentacle and just wanting to make the best decision possible. But don't allow perfection to be the enemy of progress, right? Follow your intuition. The truth comes out and clarity does come forward for you. Again, this networking vibe feels very strong. I feel like people want to help you through a difficult situation because of your intentions. So let's see how that plays out. All right, Spirit, let's... Oh, okay. Well, we'll take them. 3 came out all together. Un momento. I've got Temperance coming up again, and I love that. That's angelic healing. We've got the Empress and the 8 of Pentacles. New opportunity, Scorpio. I'm telling you, you're going to be in the right place at the right time because you're making the right decisions for yourself, right? They don't have to be right for anyone else. Live your truth. Follow your path. You cannot go wrong. The High Priestess and Temperance, these are 2 cards in the major arcana, right? These are major life lessons, divine timing, universal support for things. Follow your intuition. There's great healing in what you do next. I feel that you are being called to pay special attention to your body and special attention to your health. There are matters that need to be taken care of. I'm seeing a lot of flight travel and packing and, so you could be doing a lot of that in the next few months, which of course makes total sense because of the season, at least here in the United States. I am hearing that you want to be careful about any plans for travel. Any plans for travel September, October, November. I'm not getting too much. It does seem to be air traffic related, right? Air traffic related. So if you are purchasing any type of travel, especially as we get later to the year towards December, I would say anything October, especially to 1st of December, somewhere around there. November is a high point. I'm picking up November, October. There could be a potential air traffic issue. Purchase travel insurance if it's within your budget. Sorry, that was very specific, but I had to speak on it. All right, so the High Priestess with Temperance card coming out. A lot of healing happening. Follow your intuition. A lot of divine gnosis, knowing, just understanding something to be true comes through. And it has a lot to do with your resources and the next steps in financial security for legacy. So whatever happens this month, this is a very good month for Scorpios financially. I'm feeling like things are coming in, unexpected funds, potentially an offer of employment that was unexpected. I can't say unexpected, sudden. That's how it comes through, right? And maybe it has to do with this networking. Someone catches your channel, right? They see it and they're like, oh, I would love to hire that person, hire them for the art they make or commission something from them. Somebody may ask you to be a guest speaker and the universe says, go with that flow. You will be assisted in the communication of it all. Go, right? Don't allow, don't allow progress or enemy. Why can't I speak? Don't allow perfection to be the enemy of progress. We keep saying that. Apparently wrong, but I keep saying it. Justice for Scorpio, comment that below. And also, guys, justice for Stars with Stasi. Real quick, just if you've been following me for some time and you haven't hit that subscribe button, now we have a new Scorpio. We've got Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Stalker, right? Scorpio Stalker. Guys, 54%. 54. 5 plus 4 is 9, and we're going to put an end to that. 54% of you guys watch me every week con los ojos aquí, all right? Watching me, right? No subscribe. ¿Por qué? Hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Back to your regular scheduled program. All right. And actually, it's not regularly scheduled. I'm late as hell. Lo siento. All right. Knight of Pentacles with the Empress card. Oh, this just in. Let me just say this. If you've been trying to have a baby and have noticed that you've had to go to the doctor or get fertility shots or whatever, I'm hearing like there is good news on the horizon. July. You might find out you're pregnant in July, late July, early August. Congratulations. I really feel I felt that. Not for me, though. I'm not looking for that experience. One and done. All right. So we've got the Three of Cups being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. You're really putting your mind to something. You're really focusing on getting something done, and it's going to pay off, and it's going to go well. I really feel strongly. Some of you guys are about to publish something or be asked to speak, or no sooner than you're teaching something, or no sooner than you're learning something, you're teaching something. There's something fun here happening, but it does require you to put attention aside for it. So there's an opportunity here that pays off financially, that's fun, and also an opportunity here to profit from an adjustment that's being made in a karmic loop. So we're going to that's very true. Again, justice for Scorpio. Comment that below. Hit that subscribe button. Don't be a 54%er. That's absurd. All right. So Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. I want to look a little bit more. Let me just clarify something on that. Where'd it go? I'm going to clarify with one of these career. Actually, we're going to do a little career here because we have not been able to hit the reading yet. So give me 1 second. I mean, for career reading, I haven't been able to do it this week. Guys, this week has been wild. I don't know if you've been keeping up, right? Because a lot's happened. But I'm telling you, my son and I were saved divinely so from a car accident that was wild. And then I posted about that. And then as I was trying to get on here, right, my equipment wasn't working. And so I'm telling you, like, if you are a Scorpio that is standing up for yourself, doing the right thing, that can be met with really challenging energies. And, again, we're divinely protected, especially in this community, for subscribers only. But we are protected. And so remember, envision that shield, that disco ball, whatever you got to do, but save yourself for real. This reads authority and reflection. So let's look at this because Scorpio, what I do see you here doing is being very successful at working with others to accomplish a goal. This is authority, clashes with the boss or challenge. 1 second. Clashes with the boss or challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peace if you can. So don't choose violence, Scorpio. And I think that's what this is, right? You're trying to think of a way that is going to leave you feeling good about the next steps. And again, I think that this is about protecting yourself. And if you are clashing with another person, a person in a power position, a person in authority, a boss, right? Be wise about what you do and say, right? Don't just put all your thoughts and business out there, right? This is a time to be strategic. This says this actually reads reflection. This says reflection. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. Right? Without the moments in the dark, we cannot see the light. We don't even know we need it until lights out. So Scorpio, turn on the light with intention, right? You are in the sphere of influence. What do you want this light to look like? Really bright? Is it ambient light? Ambient light? And that's what I want you to think about. There's so much control that you have in this moment of as you restructure yourself for the next 6 months. That's what I'm hearing, a restructuring of yourself, a restructuring of boundaries. Like I'm seeing, if you can imagine, like a corporation being built, but the corporation is Scorpio. And I'm seeing like, okay, these are my boundaries. This is how I'm going to run this. This is how I'm going to run this business, right? Not everyone has access to me. You have to go through these layers of getting to know me, right? There's a lot of planning here for Scorpio and success, endings to things that have been difficult, really getting in contact with people who know a thing or two about what you're involved in or what you want to do, people wanting to help you. These are all great cards. The only card that shows up that really says, look, we've got some stuff to work out is really the this. It's not even stuff to work out. It's the 10 of swords, right? There's nothing left out of a situation, right? You've learned the lessons from it. And we've got the magician card, as within so without. You want good vibes around you, you've really got to call out the vibes that have not been for your betterment. Put out into the universe what you want back. And there's no other choice for that to manifest. You've been intending on having more abundance, and so you've had to leave situations that have been capping your access to it. Interesting. Sudden job changes, sudden shifts in energy happening. But again, not completely unexpected, like you've been preparing for it. And the universe just says, listen, we're not going to pull the rug out from under you. It's not that, but we need to see you making the right moves, taking the right steps intentionally. And they need to align with what's for you. Otherwise, you're going to meet roadblocks. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands again, someone wants to help you. You are shining above the others. I keep hearing integrity, and we've got the Queen of Wands. Now, I have to say this because even though this is not a love reading, I love the King and Queen of Wands together because that's a lot of fire and a lot of passion. And I feel like Scorpios are really in queue to meet someone. So comment below if you have been feeling like you could entertain a serious relationship. And if you are already in a relationship, are you feeling the vibes pick up between you and your partner? Or are you at a place where you're looking for change? Just curious. Let's see what we have here. I've got the Magician being clarified by the Knight of Cups. An offer of love is coming in for those of us that are looking for it. If you are not looking for a serious relationship, Scorpio, and you're more wanting a Knight of Wands situation, maybe wait until next month. I feel like if you get involved this month, they're going to want more than you're ready to offer. So let's see. Well, tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Justice cards comes through. So Scorpio, look, this is a couple of things. Interesting. Wait a second. Justice card comes through, but then we've got the Two of Pentacles. There's a balance here that needs to occur for you. So let me see here. One, if you are in any type of legal situation, complaint, anything like that, I think that you're going to have to weigh out your options to see which way suits you the best, right? So is it a complaint? Is it a suit? That's very specific, but there's something here. Aces in their places, that's also very important. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. Either way, this is happening. And then other than that, I do see here that there are some Scorpios, and I've said this before, really thinking about getting married, all the things. That looks like that's also happening. So this is overall like a pretty good balance of events that are set in motion, to be honest. Let me look a little bit more. Hold on. I am feeling a period of like competing priorities this week where you feel like some overwhelm, like, oh, I've got to fill out this paperwork or I've got to submit this, send this in. You know, if you have kids and they're finishing school and they're going off to summer camp, right? I don't know. I'm getting that vibe. Like all these things are happening. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're changing jobs suddenly, all of that's happening, and the universe says, yeah, it's only for a few days. You're going to feel like you're playing hot potato, but things do settle after the end of this week, and it really does balance out and it goes in your favor. You meet some really important people this month, and when I say this month, I'm going to say from the week of, because again, this reading's for June. Did I even say? I think I did, right? June 8th through the 14th. From that week, let's give it for the next 4 weeks, like the next month or so till mid-July. I'm getting like really good vibes, right? Coming through for integration with others, community, meeting people, and aces in their places. So, all right, Scorpio, let's keep looking just a little bit. And don't forget to comment below. Justice for Scorpio, and hang tight because I will be announcing the winner and doing that reading. And I am so grateful, guys, for all of your energy, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. It really does mean a lot to me. And thank you so much for the kind words. When I did post about the scary situation with Kiddo and me, that was wild. It was wild, but like, I mean, I was literally making a left. And for those of you that saw it, I can't believe I gravely misjudged the turn. There was oncoming traffic. It was a lot. And out of nowhere, just when I saw the accident happening, it's like the vehicles were just divinely moved, and it was a blessing. And to everyone who posted about that, thank you so much. Shadow work is planning versus destiny number 12. Again, second time we've seen 12. 1 + 2 is 3. 1 foot in front of the other, which is planning versus destiny. Lots of fated events are happening in the next couple weeks, right? And I just feel like there are just some things we cannot stop. But again, we are in the sphere of influence. What can we influence? How we see the situation, how we accept it, or put it this way. When something is happening and it's fated and you try to fight it, the universe says, stop for a second. What are you fighting for? You don't see the whole picture. Allow it to play out, right? And pay attention to what's not being said. That's what's happening here. Pay attention to what's not being said. Pay attention to what feels appropriate for you and make decisions that will propel you forward, right? Because there's something here about you not seeing everything all at once. And so at this point, you have to protect yourself. So planning versus destiny. You are in the sphere of influence with planning, but you have no control over the destiny. Okay, so there's that. I hope that made sense. All right, justice for Scorpio, right? Protect your energy, protect yourself, protect my channel and subscribe. 54%. Guys, I do love you guys though. You guys keep me going. I'm telling you, it's been challenging. Be a comfort to yourself. Comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving, positive way. Do something that nourishes you, and know in this moment, all is well. Scorpio, in this moment, all is well. You're here with me. You're here with the Starseed community, right? You are somewhere long enough to be able to hang out. You've created that space. It was an intention. It was an intention to take a break from the hustle and bustle and tune in to me, to us, to what's important, right? Whatever that is for you. And I'm so, so grateful. Continue to nurture yourself. It's important. Continue to put good vibes into your life, into your body. Watch what you eat. Watch what you say. Watch what you do. Keep your vibe calm. Keep your environment stable. It changes everything. It does, because it starts with how you see yourself. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for your time and your attention. Please don't forget to hit that button. Let's be YouTube friends. I love you guys so much. Remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, and we really are doing the best we can. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And until next time, Scorpio, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Now, let's see who won last week's mini reading. All right. So the winner, un momento, lo tengo aquí, I have it right here. The winner of last week's mini reading was Anne Marie Collins, W5I. So Anne Marie Collins -W5I. Congratulations, Anne Marie. Thank you so, so much for all of the comments that you've left on my channel. I am so grateful. So you won this fair and square, and now let's take a look. We're going to use the Witch's Tarot. All right, so angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. This is for Anne Marie. What can you tell me? What's in her highest and best? And how can Anne Marie move forward this week? So I've got the 5 of Cups and the High Priestess. And there's a feeling here of like maybe a little bit of regret or having an expectation that, is it going to happen again? Is this, if I put all this time and energy, is it going to turn out the same way? And the High Priestess says you've got, oh, well, actually, the High Priestess and Justice card, you also may be in a position where you feel like you need to stand up for yourself. You need balance back in your life and you need fairness, right? You feel like something has been taken from you or that you have been feeling not seen, overlooked potentially. Interesting. So let's keep going, because I'm picking that up intuitively. And then I've got the Chariot card, like that's about to change for sure. I see this something happening where things are really turning around. We go from the Five of Cups to the High Priestess, where there's a gnosis and taking some time to say, what is this? Right? What did this Five of Cups? What was this all about? Why are you reminiscing, right? The universe says, well, you're thinking about things from the past because we've got to get your life back in balance. We've got to get you unstuck. We've got to get you moving forward. And that's going to mean that you've got to take some time to investigate the truth of what really happened, right? If you're going to spend time in the past, then you need to do the Hanged Man. You need to look for the truth and not just the one that you believe is the only answer. Look for multiple reasons, multiple solutions, multiple paths, because there are many and they are brightly lit. We go from that to Cancerian energy with the Chariot coming through, victory ahead, things happening quickly, but they're happening because you're no longer emotionally tied to one outcome versus the other. There's something here about you releasing control because you see a bigger picture about what's to come. Some clarity comes forward and you see a path ahead that brings you, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know about retribution, but there is something here like a justice feeling. Something comes forward and it makes things clarity. Oh yeah. Oh, child, yes. Because then I've got the Queen of Cups. That's going to be you with the 10 of Cups and the Empress card. Well, listen, I don't know if you're looking to expand your family, if that's the phase of life you are in, or if you have a child that age. I'm not sure here, so take it as it resonates. But when you got the Queen of Cups, the Empress card, and the 10 of Cups, there could be an expansion here to your family, right? This is a lot of loving energy and a lot of expansive energy. And this is very home focused as well. So I wish you the best of luck because I feel like this is really healthy. This is, it feels like you're putting something to rest and then taking your energy and focusing it at home. So maybe you have had some kind of outside influences. I saw the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus energy, but it's also, again, very much, well, it's Earth energy, but it's very much about the stabilizing the home life. Calm, nurturing environment, having I feel like a safety and a freedom here that comes forward. Listen, you have some really good energy coming through because the other, let me just see, hold on, I just want to make sure. All right, my love, the last two cards I have for you are the 10 of Pentacles and the Magician card. You're bringing it to you. You are really attracting it. This is really good stuff. I don't see anything here that doesn't work out in your favor. We've got the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot card, Justice, High Priestess, major players coming through. A lot of deep transformation about the way you see yourself, the way you see your role in your family, what you call family. And I see you really making big power plays, and it's going to happen quick, but you're doing everything from a much more informed position and because it feels right. You're not repeating mistakes. You are really keeping your eye on the prize. And I also do see you learning more about the powers of manifestation, the laws of attraction. So take that how it resonates. Thank you so much, everyone. If you are still with me, thank you. Have a great week ahead. And as always, shine brightly.